So Erica, continue. Tell us about moving in or answer.
So you're moving from the startup or the infancy stage. And then as you move to the next stage, which is adolescence, or you think of it as if you're looking at like the human life cycle, you're also moving into like your teenage years. So in adolescence, what ends up happening is adolescence begins in your business, in the life of your business, when you decide to get some help, when you realize that you're in crisis, things are not working. And in order for me to completely stay in business, I definitely and positively am going to need some help. And so once you definitely make that determination, that is when you can then move into the next phase by getting people, helping them, and starting to delegate to them. But delegation is not advocation, which simply means you cannot delegate away your responsibilities. So even though you have help and you're delegating tasks to them, you still are the business owner, and then you still are the one who needs to take responsibilities for running the business. So going on
right there, geez,
okay.
You just said something about delegate doesn't mean that you are away from your business. If
Correct.
you delegate, and I don't know if I'm the only one with experience, but I hope this is helping you guys, because when I got burnt out and I was trying to get help. But when I got help, I handed over it to that person. And so I left it for that person to do that particular section of the job without me knowing exactly what they're doing. So there was a trouble on top of that trouble that I have, because then it's not running the way I know it should be. So this is what you're mentioning, right, Erica?
Yes. And on top of that, within this phase, if you didn't do it in the infancy stage, this is when you do need to start documenting. If you weren't documenting before, what you were doing is you're needing to replicate yourself. As you delegate out, you need to create work instructions of how to do things and what you would like to be done. And you're putting parameters around it so that whomever you are delegating to, they're following the same process. And then having an opportunity to make sure that not only are you training them, but instead of just throwing the ball over the fence and just moving on, you make sure that, hey, you guys are working together so they have a clear understanding of what you need them to do. They understand your voice of where you're trying to take your business. And then you can start to release the reins. But it doesn't mean when you are delegating over to them and releasing the reins to where you're like, okay, this particular person has it, my help has it under control. It doesn't mean that you do not have weekly check-ins with them or whatever incremental timeframes that you deem. That you still need to run your business. They're following up with the details. You are working on your business.